Attention passionate Philadelphia, EAGLES FANS. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Philadelphia Eagles' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Philadelphia Eagles fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Philadelphia, EAGLES FANS. Let's get to the news. Now, folks, what a roller coaster of a start to the 2025 NFL season for the Philadelphia Eagles. If you've been following the team, you already know that this season has been full of ups and downs, but it's also been a period of significant strategic adjustments, especially on special teams. Week 3 was particularly revealing in this regard. The Eagles, coming off a solid start, faced a bit of turbulence when it came to their kickoff returns against the Los Angeles Rams. It's not just about the missed opportunities, but the pattern of issues that have been plaguing the team, and it's raising questions about whether this is a temporary slip or a sign of a bigger problem that needs immediate attention. So, let's dive into what exactly happened in that game. The Eagles' special teams unit, which has been a point of concern for some fans this season, really struggled to field kicks cleanly. And this wasn't just a minor hiccup, it was a series of issues that put the team at a disadvantage early on. The Rams, under the guidance of their special teams coordinator Chase Blackburn, clearly had a game plan to use squib kicks and low-line drives to disrupt Philadelphia's return game. And honestly, it worked like a charm. Every time Joshua Carty launched a kick, it seemed like he was instructed to put it low and hard, making it difficult for the Eagles' returners to set up a proper return. Now, Carty's strategy was quite clear. He was trying to limit the return yardage, but it backfired in some ways because it created chaos in the backfield. The returners, John Mechie III and Tank Bigsby, simply couldn't get a clean handle on the ball. Neither of them managed to get more than 16 yards on their 5 combined returns, which is pretty underwhelming. It's not just about the yardage either. It's about the lack of consistency and the missed opportunities to flip the field position in the Eagles' favor. These kinds of struggles can snowball, especially when your offense is trying to get into a rhythm, but your special teams are giving the defense a short field, or worse, putting the ball directly into the hands of your opponent's offense in poor field position. But here's the good news. And yes, there's some good news. The Eagles are aware of these issues. Head coach Nick Sirianni and special teams coordinator Michael Clay will be working overtime to correct these mistakes. Clay, in particular, has a reputation for being a detail-oriented coach, and he's likely to drill his guys on how to handle these tricky kicks better before their next game. The upcoming game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers is a perfect opportunity to put these lessons into practice. And it's not just about fixing individual mistakes. It's about evolving the return game to make it a weapon rather than a liability. Now, speaking of options, this situation opened the door for the Eagles to explore different personnel to bolster their return game. That's where Xavier Gipson comes into the picture. The Eagles just claimed Gipson off waivers from the New York Giants, and this move could be a game-changer. Gipson, a talented returner who initially started his NFL journey with the Jets, spent parts of 3 seasons there, appearing in 35 games. He returned 44 kicks for 142 yards, averaging an impressive 26 yards per return. That's a significant boost compared to what the Eagles had in the first 3 weeks. And Gipson isn't just a kick returner, he's also shown some effectiveness as a punt returner, bringing back 68 punts for 604 yards and even scoring a touchdown during his stint with the Jets. You might wonder why the Jets let him go in the first place. Well, after week 1 of the season, Gipson lost his spot to Isaiah Davis, who took over as the Jets' primary returner. After that, the Giants claimed him off waivers, looking to add some depth to their special teams. But now, with the Eagles facing their own issues on kickoff returns, Howie Roseman made the move to bring Gipson into the fold. It's a strategic pickup, especially considering the Eagles traded away 2 draft picks to acquire him, believing that he could be a true weapon on special teams. That's a bold move, and it shows how much the Eagles value having a reliable returner to help them flip the field and spark their offense. Gibson's stats might not jump off the page in terms of offensive production. He's caught 27 of 48 targets for 268 yards and a touchdown over his NFL career, but his value as a returner is undeniable. His speed, vision, and agility make him a real threat in the open field. And let's face it, the Eagles need a player who can turn the tide with a big return. The struggles in Week 3 exposed how vulnerable their return game was, and Gibson's addition could be the spark they need to get back to being a dangerous unit. It's exactly what Philly fans have been hoping for, especially after the team invested heavily in special teams development and believed in Gibson's potential as a true game-changer in the return game. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture. The Eagles, coming into this season, had high expectations. After their deep playoff run last year, they were seen as one of the top contenders in the NFC, and many fans and analysts believed they had the talent to compete for another Super Bowl. But football is a game of consistency, and special teams can often be the difference between victory and defeat. If they can iron out these issues, especially with their return game, they could solidify their position as serious contenders. And the addition of Gibson isn't just about plugging a gap. It's about adding a dynamic element that could make their special teams unit a real strength instead of a liability. The Eagles have a talented roster on both sides of the ball, with Jalen Hurts leading an explosive offense and a defense that's been opportunistic when it counts. But special teams often fly under the radar until something goes wrong. Week 3 was a reminder that every phase of the game matters, and that the Eagles need to be sharp in all areas if they want to make a deep playoff run. Gibson's arrival could serve as a catalyst, not just for this season but for the future, as the Eagles aim to build a complete, balanced team capable of overcoming any challenge. As we look ahead, the NFC East landscape is shifting, and the Eagles are positioning themselves to stay ahead of the pack. The Giants, for example, have been trying to find consistency, and the Cowboys are always lurking as a tough opponent. But Philadelphia's focus on fixing their special teams issues shows they're not resting on their laurels. They're working hard behind the scenes to tighten every aspect of their game, and the addition of Gibson could be the spark that ignites their return game and ultimately their entire season. So, Eagles fans, what do you think about this move? Are you excited to see Gibson in action? Do you believe he can be the game changer the team needs on special teams? It's always a thrill to see how roster moves like these play out during the season, and with a team that has the talent and hunger to go all the way, every little improvement counts. The Eagles are a team that's always in the mix, and this season could be no different if they can get this return game right. The NFC East is competitive as ever, and Philadelphia is looking to make a statement, not just in the division but across the league. And now, Philadelphia Eagles fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Philadelphia Eagles. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for the latest Philadelphia Eagles news. We're in this together, celebrating every victory, analyzing every challenge, and always looking forward to the next game. Thanks for being part of this community. Keep the passion alive, and let's see how Gibson's addition unfolds in the coming weeks. The journey is just beginning, and the Eagles are ready to soar once again.